Hi and welcome students. In this video I'll be talking about Microsoft Publisher 2016 and zooming and selecting objects. Let's go ahead and get started. So you see that I have a publisher flyer right here, and this was built off of a template. Now notice as I move my cursor from the scratch area over different areas of the publication that a border appears around the object. This border is dashed and it's kind of shaded, and this is known as the object boundary. Now anytime that I want to select an object, all I have to do is click within that object or click the object boundary. So if I wanted to say select the product service information boundary, I would first hover inside of the boundary so that I know where it's at. Then I could hover over it and I'll get this kind of cursor right here with a 4-directional arrow on it, and then if I click it, you'll see that I have the boundary now selected and the object is now selected. Notice that whenever I want to select an object, that pretty much it pops up with 4 circles at each corner. Now if I select, say, a smaller object, say this business and tagline motto up here, and I select the border on that, notice that it's hard to even read any of what's going on up here. So I'm going to go over how to zoom in now, and then I'm going to go over the further options on selecting your objects. So to zoom in on Microsoft Office, you can go to the View tab. Pretty much any Office application, whether it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you go to View, and then you can use the zoom group to zoom in. So I could press 100% right here, and my current zoom level, in case you're wondering, is 54%. If I click on 100%, it zooms me in that much. Or I could click this to go back to that 54% to view my whole page. I could customize the specific zoom level with this drop down arrow right here, or I could go to my page width, which will just get me in this case up to 156%, so that it goes from one side of the page to the other. And then finally, I can click on the selected objects to zoom the document so that the selected object fills the entire window. In this case, business tagline or motto. So depending on how much I want to zoom in or zoom out, I could use this zoom group. Now also, I could hold down the control button on my keyboard and scroll out by scrolling down on my mouse wheel, or zoom in by scrolling up on my mouse wheel, again while I hold control on my keyboard. The last thing I want to show you how to do is with the F9 function key. So if you look at the top row on your keyboard, it'll say escape, then F1 through F12. If you press F9, it'll zoom you back out to 100%, and then into whatever zoom level you were at before. So F9 will always take you to 100%. So that's a nice little shortcut there. So as I mentioned before, business tagline or motto is what I've selected. Now notice that whenever you select anything inside a publisher, especially a boundary, you're going to notice that these circles pop up on every corner and the middle of every side. What these do right here is they allow you to resize that object. So in this case, if I go diagonal, I can shrink or expand the object in a diagonal form. If I just wanted to increase the height, I could go right here to the middle and increase or decrease the height by clicking and dragging. Finally, I could also move the object by clicking and dragging anywhere on the boundary. The last thing that I could do in this section here is I could hover over the top area, which is rotation, and I can also rotate the object by clicking and dragging. So again, any of this can be done by clicking and dragging, as you can see here. And by clicking and dragging, it'll allow you to increase or decrease the size of the objects that you've selected. Keep in mind that you will have to actually click into text objects and retype to change those, but I'll go over that in a separate video. So hopefully this video has taught you a little bit more about zooming in and zooming out on your document, as well as selecting objects, and now you have a better understanding of what the boundaries are and what they do. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section and I'll try to help you out. And other than that, thank you so much for watching the video and have a great rest of your day.